Our athletes are always told they can't. The Special Olympics is the place they come to be told they can.
And welcome to our final broadcast of the 2020 Virtual Summer Games. My name is Charles, and joining me is Mr. Mike Kelly. We've seen some great competition so far, Mike, haven't we?
Yes, we definitely. I mean, it's a very fun-filled day. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of people competing and everything. But of course, everyone's asking about what challenges that we really enjoyed. I mean, Charles, why don't we go to you first? What kind of challenges you like so far from these segments?
Yeah, I'd have to say my favorite challenge was the tennis ball bouncing. I don't know why. Maybe because it brought some extra equipment into the game and some extra coordination, but it was fun watching everybody do the tennis ball bounce. I think if I was going to compete in one, that's the one I would have chosen. How about you, Mike?
Well, personally, Charles, I got to say I really enjoyed watching the softball throw because I really like to see how those athletes have got like cannons of arms. I was watching that the whole entire time. It's like we're seeing Tom Brady all over again on this one. But the one thing I'm really excited about, and of course everyone's all excited about, is seeing the shuttle runs. We've also got the standing long jump. We've also got the vertical jump, and not to mention the plank. I mean, I'm honestly excited for that.
Awesome. Yeah, these athletes have truly shown what it means to be brave in the attempt. Whether we're together or apart, we're all out there competing together, competing towards the same goal, showing everybody what we can do. So big shout out and thank you to everybody who participated in Virtual Summer Games. In case you've missed any of our either of our two previous broadcasts, they are available on our YouTube and Facebook channels, so go check them out. If you're watching this live, then you are already on our Facebook or YouTube channel. So just stick around here afterwards and take a look at some of the earlier broadcasts.
Yep. I mean, I don't know about you, but I am so ready to watch some more, Charles. I mean, how about you? Why don't we start with the standing long jump?
Hey, man, that sounds good to me.
All right. And let's show them what we're made of.
Trivia presented by Geico, one of our sponsors for a Virtual Summer Game. Mike, it's been awesome co-hosting with you once again. Obviously, we co-hosted our podcast back in the winter when we were able to hang out together and record that at the Special Olympics Massachusetts headquarters. It was great hosting the Zoom athlete chats all spring with you. Obviously, this has been a funky spring all around, so I'm just glad we're wrapping it up together once again. So I loved working with you. What did you think of those athlete chats?
Well, I honestly have to say, I mean, doing these athlete chats is something that we kind of did. And for any of you guys who pretty much understood about the podcast that Charles and I were doing, we did a podcast, like a radio podcast, while I was doing my internship as a student at Worcester State University. I mean, obviously what we did is we had an opportunity to cover any type of sports coverages that we talked about, especially when we had some people from our Unified Champion School Director Board that were able to join us in our recent one. We also had Anita Griffin, who managed to join, who was a athlete on the Auburn Rocketeers, who managed to join with us on which was our last one before we had to go to our pandemic and everything. But what I liked about the athlete chats, we got to hear from a lot of great athletes all around the state of Massachusetts, and we got to see some new people come in. We had some recent people that joined with us for a lot. But honestly, the personal one I do enjoy was our lightning round questions.
Absolutely. I think the lightning round was a fan favorite. And anyone who missed the athlete chats or who took part and is looking for more, not to worry. A Special Olympics athlete and Hall of Famer Amanda Church is joining forces with Mary Beth McMahon, our CEO and president. And they're going to continue the athlete chats Fridays at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. If you jump on our social media channels on Friday, we'll share the link out, and you can join in. We'd love to have as many people as possible. Obviously, the crew that's been coming for a few weeks is great. I was telling everybody it's the best way to end a week is on athlete chat. So thank you, Mike, for helping me kick that off, and thank you to Amanda and Mary Beth for keeping it going.
Oh yes, Amanda and Mary Beth. I mean, we'll probably have to join their chat as special guests if we get the chance to do it. But I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to when it's all safe and everyone can be in person again. I mean, I honestly got to say, I really miss all of my athletes and everything. But the athlete chats were a good way for all of us to stay connected. And speaking of stay connected, why don't we go check with the Johnson brothers, Brett and Nick.
My name is Matt Vaghi. I'm the Director of Business Operations for Special Olympics Massachusetts. Today, I'm interviewing Brett and Nicholas Johnson. Thanks for joining us today, guys. We really appreciate it. Do you want to tell us what local program you both participate with?
He will start.
And how long have you been training and competing in Special Olympics for?
10 years.
Wow, 10 years. That is a long time. What sports do you both participate in during the year?
Flag football, basketball, softball, and track.
You're both active year-round. That is awesome. That's what we like to see. What are your goals for future Special Olympics events?
To win.
In addition to Special Olympics, what other activities do you like to do?
To do, start walking. And hiking.
Walking and hiking, those are great activities to be doing, especially right now, given the situation going on in the world. What advice would you give to fellow Special Olympics athletes with everything going on right now?
Stay strong and stay healthy.
That's some solid advice. I know we're all trying our best to be doing that right now, given the situation in the world. Well, guys, thank you again for taking part in our virtual Summer Games and taking some time for this interview. We wish you both the best and hope to see you back on the playing field soon. Thanks again.
Isaac Williams.
I'm Beth Donahue. I'm doing a vertical jump.
Standing high jump.
That's it.
Hi everyone, my name is Kevin Crossman. I'm the Business Operations Manager at Special Olympics Massachusetts. Today I have the pleasure of interviewing one of our Special Olympic athletes who took part in virtual Summer Games. So my first question is, what is your name and what local program are you with?
My name is Maria. I am part of Cape Ann team in Gloucester.
Thanks, Maria. My next question is, how long have you been competing with Special Olympics?
Over 15 years.
Wow, 15 years and still going strong. Why did you choose to compete in virtual Summer Games?
I like sports, exercise, and fun. I like compete.
Sports and exercise are two of my favorite things as well. Do you have any goals for our future SOMA events?
I like to see my friends, hug them, and compete together.
You sound like a good teammate talking about how you're looking forward to help your friends on the field again. Aside from Special Olympics, do you have other activities that you like to enjoy?
I enjoy biking, dancing, Zumba, playing piano, social events.
You're clearly a very active person. Do you have any advice for your fellow athletes during this time?
Stay safe and healthy and active and keep smiling.
That is some really great advice, Maria. Thank you for joining me and competing in virtual summer games.
Ready, set, jump. Ready, set, jump.
I am always amazed at the strength of the Special Olympics community. It's so great to see all the friendships that are formed between athletes, coaches, unified partners, the volunteers. It's just so cool to see, and I'm glad to see it's still happening in this virtual world.
Yeah, I mean, I got to agree with you, Charles, on that one. I mean, I made a lot of friends, whether we're players, coaches, executives, anybody in Special Olympics I've been able to make a lot of friends with since I pretty much started at 10 years old. So it's been a great experience.
Very cool. And speaking of friends, we'd be remiss if we did not give a shout out to some of our partners. We've got some great ones out there, including Arbella Insurance, Bank of America, the Boston Bruins Foundation, the New England Revolution, 98.5, the Sports Hub, and of course our sponsors of this year's virtual summer games, Geico Insurance. So thank you very much to all those folks. Thanks to all the volunteers, the unified partners, and the athletes who competed and sent in their videos. It's been awesome to share this with you.
Yes, definitely. Thank you to every one of our partners who have managed to give out such incredible contribution to our organization. We love you guys a lot.
Awesome, man. You ready for our next challenge?
Oh, yes, I am. So what we have next, we have the shuttle run. Let's see what we have. My goodness. I mean, I'm almost in tears right now, Charles, because not only I saw a great shuttle run from all of our athletes, but we're almost done with our virtual games here. I mean, you obviously been a good co-host to me, Charles, here. You got to give credit to that.
All right, Mike, thank you very much. And so have you, of course. And hey, although the broadcast is almost over, there's still more to come. You can take part in the Zoom dance tonight. Be sure to check in with your coach or your local program coordinator because you do need to sign up in advance for the dance. But there is that going on Zoom. Should be a great time to get together, let loose after spending all spring competing in these incredible challenges.
Yeah, I got to admit, it's a great way to fun time to actually get a great way to actually wrap up the weekend and kind of break it down on the dance floor, yo.
Mike, are you going to be doing the dance? Have you signed up?
I think I forgot to sign up, but do you think maybe I could squeeze in a little bit?
All right, we'll see if we can get you a backstage pass or something. But I think it's time for our final challenge. Mike, do you want to do the honors and introduce it for us?
I'd be glad to, Charles. It's time to introduce our last one, which is known as the plank. Roll the tape, please.
Here we go.
Ready? Go.
All right, we have come to the end of the 2020 virtual Summer Games broadcast. And just like the end of our typical Summer Games, I am so sad to see it end. There were some awesome challenges, awesome video coming in from all the athletes, the partners, volunteers. Really cool to hang out with you, Mike, even if we're not in the same room. Good chatting with you for sure.
Yes, I mean, it has been a pleasure to see all of our athletes here in Massachusetts able to compete today, to see their courage, their bravery, and their strength, showing what they have when they're challenging all these, all these difficult times we're coming on. They're able to challenge themselves to see what they can do here.
Yeah, it was definitely a unique Summer Games for sure. Thank you to everybody for joining us. I do want to say one more time, a big thank you to Mikey Tolvo from the Boston Bruins Foundation, or the Boston Bruins, the team. He works with them usually, so we had some really high quality highlight packages put together. So thank you, Mikey. Thank you to Amanda and Catherine on the Special Olympics Massachusetts Marketing Communications team for all your work that you put into this broadcast. Thanks to the sports department, Matt Ruxton, Rachel Chillock, the operations folks, Matt Vaghi, his team with Brendan and Kevin. Everybody over there at Special Olympics did a ton of work to put this on for you guys. So big thank you, big shout out. And of course, we couldn't do this without all of you. Thank you.
Yes.
I do want to, sorry, Mike. I did want to just throw out one little thing. We had a ton of extra athlete interviews take place over the past couple of days. And we didn't want them to just go to waste. So after this broadcast is over, we're going to show a bunch of athlete interviews. Please stick around and watch those. We'll be sure to share them on social media in the coming weeks. But take a look and get to know some more of the athletes that competed this weekend.
All right, but until then, we want to thank everybody for tuning in onto our athletes, and also we want to hope our athletes had a great time at our Zoom dance this evening. Until then, we have a few more videos after that until we sign off. But until then, along here, I'm Mike Kelly alongside Charles Hirsch. We want to thank you guys a lot for joining us on today, and hope you guys have a great weekend. And obviously, inclusivity is our biggest goal. Thank you all so much.
Absolutely. Thanks, Mike. And for everybody who enjoyed this, be sure to tell the world on social media. You can tag us on all the different platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and be sure to like our YouTube channel to stay up to date on all the great videos we're putting out there. Thanks again. And until next year.
Yep. And of course, I mean, sorry if I had to cut that short, Charles, but if any of you guys have good connections with some people from the ESPN headquarters, see if you can try to get both of us on, because we're almost like Rich Eisen and who was it that you had again, Charles?
Well, I got the same hairstyle as my boy Scott Van Pelt, but that's about it. That's about all I've got in common with him. He's the man. So
yep. Well, up until then, thank you guys for joining with us. So we'll see you around.
Thanks, Mike. Bye.
Special Olympics has been around since 1968.
And we're lucky to be part of a community as great as this one.
Although this year is different, we will run again,
swim again,
we will play again, we will compete again.
Because we are resilient.
We are brave.
And we are strong. And no matter if we're
together or apart, we're a team.
Whether on the track,
at a pool,
or in a gym,
or in our homes,
we will always
choose to include
Choose to include.
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 To include.
Choose to include.
Choose to include.
Choose to include.
To include.
Hi, my name is Matt Vaghi. I am the Director of Business Operations for Special Olympics Massachusetts. Today I am interviewing Greg Schwartz, who has been a Special Olympics athlete with the Milford program in the past and now is active with Special Olympics Washington. He participated in the Massachusetts Virtual Summer Games, and we have him here today. Greg, how's it going? Can you describe how long you have been involved with Special Olympics, both in the state of Massachusetts and in Washington?
I involved with Special Olympics Massachusetts for 16 years. I involved with Special Olympics Washington for 2.5 years.
We sure do miss you here in the state of Massachusetts, but we're glad you decided to participate in our virtual summer games. You want to explain what made you decide to participate in our virtual games?
My mom showed me by email and good idea to do it.
What are your goals for future Special Olympics events?
I continue flag football, basketball, track field, and softball year round.
You mentioned you like to run. Do you want to explain your history of running and what different races you've done in the past?
I won 5K to full marathon and 2 times Boston Marathon. Raised money for Special Olympics Massachusetts for Boston Marathon.
Wow, you're involved in a lot of different sports. In addition to Special Olympics activities, what other activities do you enjoy doing?
I want to hang out with my friends and family, watch a movie, play video games, and run.
Awesome. What advice would you give to your fellow Special Olympics athletes, teammates, coaches in the current situation with social distancing and quarantine?
They want do keep charge their friends and their teammates and coaches. They do exercise, walk in, ride bike, do a different sport.
That's great. Well, thank you again for joining us for this interview, and we really appreciate you taking part in our games, even though you're across the country right now. I think you participating in this really exemplifies the fact that we're all in this together and staying connected and trying to get through it all. So thank you again.
Hello, Special Olympics Massachusetts community. My name is Eric Archambault, and I am a young athletes and early education program manager for Special Olympics Massachusetts. And today I am with Special Olympics athlete Matt Roy, so I'll turn it over to him to introduce himself.
Hi, my name is Matt Roy, and I am a part of the Shrewsbury Special Needs Boxing Rec.
Awesome, Matt. Thank you so much for joining us today and taking a few minutes to answer some questions for us. So the first question I have for you is, how long have you been involved with Special Olympics Massachusetts?
I've been competing in Special Olympics now for 19 years.
That's so awesome, being involved with Special Olympics Massachusetts for 19 years. That's amazing. So Matt, what are some of the sports that you participate in?
And I cannot wait to do my 4 sports then, which is basketball, track, softball, and soccer.
I also used to compete in track and field back in college and in high school, and I definitely need to start getting back into running again. So Matt, aside from the sports that you compete in, what are some of your other favorite hobbies or activities to do?
I like going for walks and I like to work out at my house.
Very cool. It's super important to stay fit, especially at home during these times, and I've been trying to do the same myself. So, Matt, do you have any special messages or words of encouragement for the community of Special Olympics athletes in Massachusetts?
And I want all of my fellow athletes to stay fit and also to have fun.
Thank you, Matt. Those are some awesome words of encouragement. As for the virtual Summer Games challenges, what were some of the reasons that you ended up choosing the challenges that you competed in?
I wanted to do these events because I wanted to stay fit and to have fun, and I did all of the 11 challenges.
Way to go, Matt. That's an amazing accomplishment, completing all 11 challenges, so congratulations. And thanks again for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.
Hi, I'm Brendan. I'm the Business Operations Manager for Special Olympics Massachusetts, and today I'll be interviewing Liam. So what team are you a part of, Liam?
Wayham Wild Vikings.
Okay. And how long have you been a part of Special Olympics?
Thanks. Over 20 years.
Wow, that's a long time. So why did you choose to compete in this event?
Because I enjoy playing sports and doing outdoor and indoor activities.
I love outdoor activities as well, so that's a great reason. So what are your goals for future Special Olympics events?
Getting to compete with my teammates and seeing other Special Olympians again.
Right, we're all excited to get the Special Olympics community together again. In addition to Special Olympics, what are some other activities you enjoy?
Playing Pokemon Go, Rocksmith, listening to music, and video games.
Those all sound really fun. So lastly, what advice would you give to your fellow athletes during this time?
Stay safe. If you miss your fellow athletes, you can join our athlete Zoom chats at 3 on Fridays afternoons. It can be found on the Special Olympics website. Say you Facebook video chat at them. If you're exercising, you can go to a park near your house or play the Wii or Wii U, and then there's a take on the Wii Fit or the Switch called Ring Fit Adventure, featuring 40 core exercises and yoga workouts. Okay, workouts. Let's hope to see you. I hope to see you all soon.
Hi, my name is Catherine Twing. I'm the Digital and Events Engagement Coordinator for Special Olympics Massachusetts. Today, I'm going to be interviewing Emily Carey from Millbury High School. So Emily, what team do you participate with?
I'm Kelly. I'm the self-titled for track and field from local high school.
Awesome. And how long have you been competing with Special Olympics?
I've been for 2 years for track and 5 years for bowling.
That sounds like a lot of fun. So what are your goals for future Special Olympics events?
I could get first place, not last.
And
First place.
what happened with swimming?
I got canceled.
Why?
Because of the coronavirus.
Ah, that was too bad, huh?
Yeah.
And in addition to Special Olympics, what other activities do you enjoy?
Play video games, go swimming, and play basketball.
Thanks, Emily. It was great talking with you. Best of luck to everyone competing in virtual summer games.
All right, everyone. My name is Eric Archambault, and I oversee the Young Athletes Program for Special Olympics Massachusetts. And with me today is our friend Joey Lively and his parents.
Hi.
Welcome, guys.
Hi. Thank you.
Thanks for being here. So Joey has participated with our Young Athletes Program in Marlborough, and he has since started developmental sports at St. Mark's School in Southborough. So it's been great to see you go from young athletes to developmental sports, and we can't wait to see what you're going to do in the future too.
Yes.
So my first question for you, Joey, is what school do you attend?
Ooh, I attend Stark Elementary School.
Awesome. Very cool. And how long have you been participating with Special Olympics Massachusetts?
4 years.
4 years. Wow. Time flies, huh?
Yes.
Awesome. And from what you can remember, what is your favorite part, or what was your favorite part about young athletes? Did you have a favorite?
Ooh, doing red light and green light.
Red light and green light.
What
else?
Light?
Who playing baseball with when you put the ball here and I do like this.
The T-ball? The T-ball?
Yeah, when the ball goes inside and you bang.
Right. The
And then
T-ball.
it goes like this.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, mine goes very high.
It goes very high.
Like that.
Right.
Hey, baseball is one of my favorite sports too. So we have a lot in common.
Amazing.
Joey, what other sports do you like? What other sports would you want to participate in the future?
Ooh, football.
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 What else did you say? You said
Kicking.
kickball? No, you liked.
Kickball. I like kickball.
And what else did you say? You said, you told me a few days ago, bowling.
Bowling.
Swimming. And what was it? Baseball?
What about Coach ID? What sport was that?
Basketball.
Yeah.
That was right.
Awesome. All great options. Do you have a favorite sports team?
What's your favorite sports team?
Blue team.
What, the blue team? But what? No. The favorite sports. Who's your favorite sports team?
Do you like maybe the Red Sox?
Oh, the Red Sox.
The Red Sox, huh?
That's a great choice.
Yeah, the Red Sox. Yeah, we had Oreo popcorn. We don't know.
No, yes, we went.
Cheer.
That's right. For Autism Day last year, we went
I saw
to the Red Sox and he ate popcorn and we rode a limo.
Awesome. So in addition to Special Olympics and some of the sports that you mentioned, what are some of your other favorite things to do?
What's your other favorite things to do? What else do you take?
I take
with your sister.
karate.
Karate.
Right. What else do you like to do?
Practice my combinations.
Practice combinations in karate. What else do you like to go swimming?
I like going to jump on pools.
To jump, diving, right?
Awesome. It's great that it's pool season now.
In the lake.
In the lake, right?
Mommy, will you bring me to the lake after? Mom,
We'll see.
You'll see.
Awesome. So for Mom and Dad, I just wanted to ask the question, what has your experience been so far with Special Olympics? What's that been like for you guys?
The athlete program has, I just can't say enough. I mean, you guys guided him and the opportunities to develop his social skills and the way practicing good sportsmanship, which is not so easy all the time, but Joey's been diagnosed with autism, and now he's more independent and outgoing, and he excels. And we couldn't be more, I'm gonna start crying, couldn't be more than thrilled for what you guys
The coaches
have done.
and the volunteers, yeah, have been great.
I mean, the joys and success can be contributed to the countless
You can
hours of
cry.
amazing staff and the volunteers to the Special Olympics that have helped him, and we're so greatly appreciative.
Yeah, and we love having Joey. We've been so happy to see you grow from young athletes to developmental sports. It's been really cool to see.
Yeah, it's good. No, it's happy tears. It's not
We're
sad.
good.
We're good, Joey.
We're good.
I don't want any people to cry.
I know you don't like sad.
No
Yeah,
crying.
because it makes me sad too.
I know.
We're here to celebrate you. And
right? Yeah.
For the Wadley family.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for joining us, Joey and family, and we look forward to sharing this interview with the rest of our Special Olympics community.
Today. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Eric.
Final thoughts?
Anything? What?
Happy
summer, right?
Happy
summer, huh? Go Special
Happy
Olympics, right?
Special Olympics.
Awesome. Good stuff.